How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here, and we're doing episode 10 of season 5 of The Vampire Diaries. So, yeah, we're approaching that halfway mark for this 5th season, and we had some juicy info that emerged with that last episode. Obviously, the ending of episode number 8 proved there was going to be a lot of intrigue coming into episode 9 with the revelation that Damon was an Augustine vampire. And we found out bits and pieces of Damon's time as an Augustine vampire, including the introduction of Enzo, who is alive in the present day, despite Damon bailing on him in the fire, of course. So I'm sure there is going to be a healthy reunion between the pair. Yeah, so, but it will be very interesting to see what's going to happen with this episode. Elena, of course, is on the operating table, so that's great. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode, so with that said, let's get into episode number 10 of The Vampire Diaries, Season 5. Let's go. Oh, gee, okay, that might work. Come on. Oh. Maybe it won't. Oh, there we go. She's in paradise. Eey. Oh no, it's falling. Oh no!
Our hot, naked bodies collided in one unforgettable night of passion.
I'm gonna barf.
Great. Then my work here is done. Toodaloo.
Close. She was close to saying toodles. Yeah, she just had to rub that in his face. And you can't be dealing with this shit. Oh, that's fun.
3182, commence prep for blood dialysis.
Count from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
You need to go to hell.
Find Elena.
I mean, she's not picking up her phone, she's not in her dorm, she's nowhere in this house, which leads me to believe that Dr. Creepy Ken doll has her somewhere.
You're talking about the Whitmore bio teacher?
Yeah, the one that operates on
Where's
vampires
Ken?
during business hours? Yeah, that one.
Oh no.
Haunted by some death curse. Turns out that curse was your boyfriend. Systematically killing every member on his family tree. I'm curious, how does one justify that in your mind?
And this?
Yeah, do you think
Goodness,
this?
I will.
Yeah, do you think this is any better?
The touch.
You're a monster.
This is my journal, Elena. These
Oh
are the handwritten
no.
findings of Dr. Grayson Gilbert,
Oh shit.
your father.
What?
Oh no.
Experiment that he conducts is going to be sewing your arms back on.
Oh shit. I'm getting cold flashbacks to when he threatened to do that to Jeremy.
An insurance policy.
Ugh.
Guarantees you'll come back to me. I'm giving you the day off. You and Damon have some catching up to do.
Of course you have to shit stir everything.
Every time I ingest vampire blood,
Yeah.
body rejects it.
There's gotta be a way though to surely remedy this.
Who is that?
Shit!
It's Nadia. I told you it was over.
Why don't you finish the rest of this story, Damon? I don't recall saying that you could talk.
Oh.
Did I say that he could talk? I don't remember anything. I don't think so.
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like the
I get
dynamic
it
here
now.
between David and Stefan.
It would be possible to be forgiven.
Ooh. Might be a bit too late for that though, with her
That's actually
body
why
falling
I'm
apart.
here. I may have an idea that will keep you alive longer. I'm
Eat
listening.
healthy.
What did you do? What did you do?
You're getting more unhinged than Eobard. You know, your descendant. That's a feat. That's a feat.
21051.
Uh-oh.
Enzo.
Happy reunion!
As Megan grew up, she got suspicious. Enrolled at Whitmore.
Oh.
Roomed with Dr. Gilbert's daughter. Then she went to a party at Whitmore House and put her nose where it didn't belong.
Oh, oh no.
And being clueless to what a starving vampire will do around fresh human blood. I'm
Enzo
guessing she got
killed.
too close.
Yeah.
Can I continue my story now, please?
Doesn't he know we have Aaron?
He doesn't care. He's willing to risk it.
What? Let me talk to him. He'll listen to me.
What part
Hey,
of he
Aaron.
doesn't care? Are you not registered?
Yeah. Aaron, how does it feel? Oh, shit.
Well,
Yeah.
you didn't die, obviously.
Yeah, but you lived.
Fortunately, I lived. I was spared by one of the scientists so I could spend another 50 years on a table being opened.
Oh, heck.
He's not gonna help me, so why should I help him?
When you're on the brink of death, I
I
guess.
don't like your family. I don't like you messing with my relationship. If you're lying, I'm gonna take my thumbs and I'm gonna gouge out your sad little eyes out of your sad little head.
Oh, you tried that trick in the last episode.
These days.
Met so that even after his body died, he lived on.
Yes, he lived on. In a busboy. Good idea, Nadia.
Wow.
Let's put my essence in some nobody.
I think
Thing
I know
is,
who.
Stefan actually likes this body.
Oh, no.
Knowing that Stefan still cares might not be the worst way to go.
Oh, Nadia's just...
No,
Ouch.
you had it right the first time.
Oh.
Go kill yourself, see if anyone misses you.
Oh, shit. She really went all Ninth Doctor on her.
Think about it after you left. The experiments, the cell. Or did you just go out and live your merry life to its
Well,
fullest?
Look at me.
there's that guilt
If you go
inflicted on
back,
him.
we go back
Oof.
together. We finish this for good.
But he can't trust you.
Come on. Give me bloody poison. Where is she? Where's Elena? Tell me where she is. Oh, what? You never see her again.
Yeah, but he's so hell-bent on making him
For the next
suffer.
60 years. Enzo, look at me. Hey.
It's gonna just kick his ass. That's the problem.
Enzo, hey. Damon's been planning my death since before I was born.
What are you talking about?
Damon left out the best part of the Augustine story. The part I
Yeah. He's trying to make the. He's trying to make the Whitmores
It wasn't enough
extinct.
for Damon to kill the doctors who tortured him. I saw Elena's last name on a few pages. Maybe it'll help.
It is all about that situation of, well, yeah, not all of us are going to be like David. Some of us actually give a shit.
Single dose injection is much more efficient.
Yeah, but he couldn't stop feeding.
Oh,
He tried to kill
exactly.
Damon.
Exactly. Vampires are now one shot away from craving their own kind. And you're about to be patient zero.
Oh my god.
Vampires.
No, let me go.
But you will.
You'll be honoring it? Damn it. Too late. Oh. I know he didn't push down on it, but.
Get me out of here.
Furthermore, testing the. Oh, okay, good. Smart move. Just testing the pairing of Elena and Stefan again.
I finally find her only to lose her all over again.
It's a great curse, isn't it?
I don't know if I should hate her for giving up or be at her side when she dies.
If she changes her mind, the knife will be with me.
Nah. I was looking out. I mean, that's it though. She's really concerned, understandably. Even though that in her mind she's being a bit stubborn.
And I sure as hell didn't feel guilty about leaving you. Because in order for me to save myself and leave you,
You had to switch it all off.
I had to shut off my humanity, damn it.
He turned it off for you,
So I
which is
fucked
like.
And I felt nothing. No remorse. We're even, Enzo.
Ooh, that's kind of symbolic. The blood
You're
on
the
the
most
hands.
important person in my life, and you ruined me. And that's just who
The
you
ship!
are.
I'm shipping these two, I don't
always
care.
She suffers from a congenital heart defect with a life expectancy of 2 months. A single injection of vampire blood appears to be an effective life-saving solution. That's why Megan had a picture of my dad in her phone, because he saved her life.
Yeah,
100
saving
pages
grace.
of horrific torture, and you find the one happy passage.
My dad used his research because I chose you and because I stand by my choice.
And now I'm choosing.
Hello?
And I'm choosing to let you go.
Oh! What the fuck?
I'm gonna stand here and judge you after I find out that you've been tortured for 5 years?
Stop defending me!
Holy shit. The whole Enzo
I
situation
won't change who I am.
done a number on him. Oh.
I can't.
What are you doing in my room?
I want to talk about last night.
Oh no. It's just at that moment, it was like, she sounded a bit old, didn't she?
So, talk.
Like, when I was young boy.
An eternity. You'd never look at me the way you look at Elena, would you?
I mean, you just think about how he saved Elena, right? And it's like, there's just that push further. It does hurt for Catherine, but you can't just expect redemption in one night after all of the torment you... Yeah.
You sold me out, used my life as a bargaining chip.
It's a dick move.
Aaron, I'm sorry. I never want to see you again.
Oh, he's
Get
taking
the hell
that.
out of my life.
Oh no. Oh, Catherine! Catherine! Oh my god! Holy shit!
Catherine?
I think she just had a heart attack. She just had a fucking heart attack. Oh my god. I think I know where this is gonna go though. And it makes it does suck that we're gonna lose Catherine in a sense, right? But it makes it easier for Nina, right? It was always going to get down to the case of, well, we've had three, pardon me, we've had three versions of, I guess, Petrovas. Yeah, we've had we've had Elena, we've had Catherine, we had Amara in one room, and we were going to get to a point where we were going to have three versions down to one, down to Elena. But I think I know where this might go. I think Catherine is going to be, you know, traveling basically I think Catherine's going to be traveling in Elena. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, and it has this whole like switch scenario going on where 1 minute we got Elena, the next there's Catherine. It allows Nina to continue to play both characters without having to play both characters, if that makes sense. So, yeah. As well with the fact that you know, she knows that the whole situation with Stefan and Elena, that's always going to be blossoming. There's never going to be any kind of forgiveness and all of that between Catherine and Stefan. So what happens when Catherine is latched in the back of Elena's mind? Essentially, Catherine is stuck with Stefan. Now, I don't mean to sound like I'm plugging Patreon or whatever. I mean, I could plug my, you know, Patreon, of course, but just Patreon in general is that whenever I am making a new post, hey, here's my full reaction to this and that, you have these little tags and all of that makes it a bit easier for people to find their way around, but it also makes things easier for me in terms of knowing how many times I have posted, I guess, a reaction to a certain show and all of that. So, yeah. Now, I do believe this is episode 99. So the next episode, which is really unfortunate because, you know, I think, let me have a look-see. I think, because we've had certain weeks where it's been, okay, 2 episodes of the originals, 2 episodes of the Vampire Diaries, and then you have to wait like 2 weeks until the Vampire Diaries. But I think, if I am correct, we are back to originals and Vampire Diaries within the 1 week and all of that. So, yes, we are. So, am I right? Am I right? No, we're not. No. Okay, so okay, there is episodes 10 and 11 of the originals, then the Vampire Diaries episode 11. Okay, so yeah, so there's a bit more of a wait because in terms of my recording perspective, I'm about to do my week off and all of that. I've got 1 more full week to do, and then I'm taking a week off for my birthday and all of that. So yeah, at least when we return though, we'll be celebrating the 100th episode. So there is that. Yeah. Like I said, it's just a very, very nice feature in regards to being able to tell how many times you've posted a reaction to a show that you're watching. And it just so happens that we're about to hit episode 100 of The Vampire Diaries entirely. So it kind of makes things a bit more massive in regards to the whole potential plot about Catherine traveling in the mind of Elena. So, but like I said, it kind of makes sense as well with the whole Nina, you know, situation. Like, she can still play 2 characters, but it's not going to be as it's not going to be as busy, like with the amount of time she'll have to change costume and all of that, and I guess the extra scenes she would have to film. So yeah. But also, it would be a real kicker for Stefan. Like, Catherine's there, really. So, and there's like for Catherine, there is clearly sentiments towards Elena that she's that Stefan is feeling. So, yeah. But I mean, it shall be very, very interesting to see what will happen. Given the fact that she's just had a freaking heart attack, so yeah. But it was very interesting stuff with this episode. With Enzo, I mean, obviously he was gonna have to confront Damon at some capacity, and obviously there was gonna be hurt emotions given the fact that the last time that Enzo saw Damon, he kind of threw him under the bus, didn't he? So, yeah. And obviously, we saw him not being, like, whatever Damon had to say to kind of defend his actions and all of that he turned off his humanity, etc., and all that. Enzo was not going to bite. He was not going to be impressed whatsoever. So, and that really, really caused a spiral in Damon's mind in regards to his relationship with Elena, or the, you know, non-existent relationship. So, I mean, I thought it was kind of abrupt in a sense, and I don't know if they're saving some kind of reunion between Stefan and Elena in the 100th episode, you know, given the fact that the whole doppelganger you know, attraction thing is it's still gonna be a thing, and it's gonna I feel like it's gonna sting a lot more when it comes. I mean, I feel like the writing has kind of been on the wall a little bit in regards to obviously the doppelganger situation itself, and Damon's got that ingrained, and he's been trying to fight Destiny he's trying to tell Destiny, yeah, you're so certain that this doppelganger situation is gonna be the end of me and Elena. It's not happening. But well, Damon made the choice, really. It's not like Elena drifted away from him. It was Damon that made the choice to break things with Elena. So, and it's all because of, like I said, whilst things seemed a bit abrupt, the whole Enzo situation really did a number on his mind, I felt. He's never going to be the, he's never going to be, I feel like with the whole doppelganger destiny situation, I feel like trying to be a better person is a much harder fight for Damon, and there is just this acceptance really for Damon. So he can never be that like better person. No matter what, he's always going to be the bad guy. He's always going to be the bad brother, and that's the burden he's got to have to carry for the rest of his life. So and there is a nice kind of parallel going on here in regards to Catherine's road to redemption and Damon's, I guess, not so much road to redemption, because there is that, like I said, there is that acceptance really for Damon in regards to, this is me. I can't change who I am. My nature is being a monster. And for Damon, this is a selfless thing to do in regards to, you know, with how much he cares for Elena enough. Yeah, he doesn't deserve to be with Elena, and it's liberating in a sense for Elena, in his mind. I feel that's why I'm saying it's a very selfless act to do. It's gonna hurt, but he can't change who he is. And of course, we know that a lot of characters have done some heinous things, but it's been pretty consistent when it comes to Damon in regards to how he always views himself as the monster, as the bad brother, how there is never going to be any good that he can do. So, and I think with Enzo, and, you know, the kind of dynamic that him and Damon created in that last episode, no matter what Damon has in regards to trying to mitigate the damage, nothing's gonna be able to compensate for what happened. There was even moments where Enzo felt really, really shunned, you know, by the brothers, if anything. Obviously, Damon will be the main target, but, you know, he was detailing about his life, how the past 70 years have been for him, and it felt like he was being, even when Damon tried to create that little bit of a report. Let's go after West together, etc. And the fact that Enzo was not going to listen to him whatsoever, it kind of, like I said, shook something in Damon, really. So, and that was like kind of a wake-up call to realize that he can't be with Elena. And so he just can't ask for... For Catherine, there is that attempt to ask for forgiveness. Damon can't do that whatsoever. His sins are his, and he has to bear that, and he can't... you know, it's funny, though. I made the mention when you saw the blood on Damon's hand and all of that. I think that is pretty apt. I think, and I don't know if this is me just jumping, or if this is me just stretching, in regards to making analysis on all of that, but given Damon's story in this episode and the whole, you know, blood on your hands trope that can be offered around and all of that in media, I feel like it's very, very telling. I don't know if it was deliberate or anything like that, but I like to think it is, because it does speak volumes about Damon and how he can't ask for that forgiveness. He has to be hated. He is this monster. He cannot be loved whatsoever. And no matter what he has to say in regards to trying to explain himself to Enzo, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. He is this person, and that's the person. He's gonna die as this person. So, again, I'm trying to draw parallels there to Catherine, because Catherine is gonna die in the notion of, well, she can't be forgiven, and she wants that. And that is something that she's got to have to accept. It's the same with Damon. He's got to accept until the day he dies that he is this person. So, yeah. And it is really, really sad. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's Damon's mindset when it comes to, I don't deserve to love Elena. And, yeah, so, and... yeah, it's this whole idea of redemption and forgiveness, and if it's deserved, because it's the same with Catherine. And I could understand why Stefan was not going to be willing to be like, yeah, you know what, the past 100 and odd years and all of that, it's water under the bridge, etc. So yeah, and it really, and there is even signs of her when it comes to Catherine, even in her dying hours, I guess you could say, because Nadia felt pretty winded, didn't she, when they were having a sit down, and she was more so concerned about trying to rebuild that bridge between her and Stefan than her and her own daughter. Yeah, and that's it though. I felt so bad for Nadia, so and it does really hurt, like, especially since, for even Nadia said to Matt, I've been spending so much time chasing after her, and now she's on her way out, really. So yeah, but for the whole situation with Stefan and how there is that inability to forgive, it's understandable. I feel like there is still, I mean, well, if the theory is right, she's obviously going to be conscious, but say that the whole Traveler situation wasn't a thing that we're anticipating. So yeah, you're not going to be conscious in regards to that forgiveness. I feel like it is possible, and this is my opinion, but I feel like it is possible to forgive a person in death. So just like it is possible to hate a person even more in death. Yeah, that again, that's just my opinion and all that, but it's just that tragedy that hits for Catherine, that, well, one night versus all those those hundreds and odd years of agony, etc. That's not going to cut it, really. And yeah, it sucks that you're dying, but that's not going to be the ultimate fix and all of that. So it's not going to be the ultimate, like, remedy. So, and I do like that Stefan is sticking to his guns about that, really, about the fact that, well, yeah, you're dying, and obviously you've got this epiphany in your mind, and you don't want to die unforgiven, etc. But I have to be honest, and I could lie to you, but would that be any easier for you in the end of the day? So, yeah. So I didn't mind what was going on there, especially when it comes to the realization that Elena's always going to be there in the back of funnily I say that, in the back of Stefan's mind, given the idea that we are potentially on board with in regards to Catherine hitching a ride. So yeah. Yeah, I think that is definitely going to be... I feel like the writing is on the wall for Catherine to live inside Elena. Again, Nadia's there, right? Not Nadia, Nina's there. And that's going to be weird, isn't it, when it comes to Elena and Nadia, etc. But, yeah. Nina is there in regards to... Well, she can... still play Elena and Catherine, just it's going to be less, I guess, workload, really. So, and I don't know, it could make for a good Jekyll Hyde situation. So, but maybe this can also be a way for, if Catherine is, like, if she... This could be it, though. I mean, I feel like with Catherine, obviously, I felt like she was resigned to the idea that, well, this is it. So, obviously, that humanity's going to get the best of you. But if she isn't bullshitting about forgiveness and all of that, then this is her chance. This is her chance. I mean, obviously, we know that she's a survivalist, and she would want to try and find the opportunity to jump at a shot of survival. But, like I said, if she is serious somehow about forgiveness, bam, you got your opportunity. So, yeah. But we'll just have to wait and see where things go with that one. But I do feel like it's a one-way road, isn't it? So, yeah. It was just very interesting, though, with Elena, of course, prying more about her father. And obviously, you're going to romanticize about the fact that, well, he was doing this. He was saving humans. I mean, there, of course, was the expense of vampires getting tormented left, right, and center. And it's so weird, though, because I feel like as a kid, like if Elena were to stumble upon this, or if anyone who was not, you know, privy to the shenanigans in Mystic Falls, it becomes a bit of a complicated matter because vampires are usually seen as bad, etc. So, it's the same with Aaron. Like when he got a dose of Cephalin. Look, I'm not gonna be like my brother. Yeah, I could be an arsehole, but I'm not psychotic. So, count your blessings, kid. But yeah, I mean, if word got out about what Grayson was doing in regards to in regards to how he was able to remedy people, some people would just applaud him. So obviously you're seeing what Wes is doing and you're just finding him abhorrent and just unhinged and like even willing to just throw his own like I guess adoptive son under the bus. Obviously, we know he's legal guardian, but the fact that he was willing to be like, well, shame to Aaron, just speaks volumes about how messed up he is. So, but I did find it very, very interesting about the interest that Elena had when it came to, you know, realizing how involved her father was when it came to vampires. And not just that, though, but how Megan, we've finally got a bit more answers in regards to Megan and the association to Grayson about how when she was little, well, she didn't have much shot at survival until Grayson decided to, yeah. But still, it is, like I said, it is very, very difficult. Like, she showed interest in her father, even though he was still part of doing this, in regards to doing this whole torture situation. But yeah, it's going to be difficult for those who are going to be completely ignorant about what goes on in Mystic Falls and some of the, you know, vampires we've come to know and love, etc. So, it's one of those tricky dilemmas, isn't it? Because they are still people who can independently think for themselves at the end of the day, and they're still under the subject of torture. Is it worth it torturing people so you could get the cure for cancer? I mean, yeah, they're vampires, and some vampires have had the tendency to be dickheads, but the same could go for some humans, etc. So, yeah. And there is the possibility that there are going to be some vampires who got tortured who are just trying to be chill, trying to zen, etc. So, yeah. It's a difficult situation because, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't condone it whatsoever, but like I said, there are going to be some people completely ignorant to this whole shebang that you just got to start asking, is it worth it if you're going to find the cure to cancer or heart defects or anything really at the expense of torturing people, at the possibility of making them worse because they've undergone torture over and over again for so many years. So, and that's what Elena should start asking. Yeah, Megan was saved, and yeah, she had a good decade about her, I guess. But is it worth it? Is it worth it to be in a kind of awe, really, in regards to what your father was doing? Because some people might beg to differ in that. So. But yeah, great episode. Really looking forward to seeing what episode 100 has in store for us. So yeah, obviously big things are bound to happen with what I'm speculating with. I mean, Catherine's just had a heart attack, so yeah, but yeah, it will be very interesting to see what will happen. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feed and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!